What's up, guys? It's Tom with Stocked Up. We had a fantastic day in the market. Ever since futures opened up last night, you can see the market's just steadily risen all day long and all night. And the big thing is that it definitely confirmed and went through the 100 SMA. Nice, just like we expected. Came back and then touched on the 100 and then rose even again. And that's exactly where I would have been buying calls and stuff, guys. Right here on open, whenever the stock got volatile. And you can see at the bottom here, the blue volume. You can see that overnight there's no volume. So tonight we're going to be watching the S&P 500, and you can see right now it's at the even of the high that it hit yesterday. So the thing is that you're really going to be looking for it to be going down overnight, I believe, with the low volume. And if it does steadily go up and break the high, then be very bullish on it until it hits the 1000 SMA, obviously. But the thing is that I would wait until in the morning, whenever the high volume comes in, to be very certain with what the movement pattern is on this. Because once the volume comes in, like you can see right here, the volume came in, and you can see that overnight the stock just kind of made an M pattern, like a head and shoulders almost. And then you can see that right whenever the volume came in, the price action pretty much dipped a lot lower, touched the SMA, and then flew high and then flew low again, because that's just what happens whenever you have the high volume swings. And that's what we're looking for, is that those high volume swings, kind of like we had during the market right here. And this was a pretty high volume swing overnight, just because it just steadily went up. But you can see how little the bars are, the candles. And right here we have a lot more volatile candles. So definitely just wait till the morning. Wait till confirmation tomorrow. We still need to be very careful of a hard pullback, because the thing is that you can see how hard the S&P 500 dropped right here. And then we have a nice dead cat bounce is what this is called. Now it could continue up, but the thing is that it has a high potential of continuing downwards. And that's what we need to be watching tomorrow, because we're getting close to the 1000 SMA and we're stuck right here at the high. So we need to wait to break this, break the 1000, and if we break the 1000, I think we could definitely see levels of 3300 to 3400 again very easily. And one very important thing to look at is that with all these stocks, they all have very similar setups, to where they all dropped whenever the market dropped, and then they're all dead cat bouncing right now. So if we look at LYFT, you can see it's the same thing, down and then it's bouncing over the past couple of days. Same thing with AMD, down and then bouncing. Same thing with 3M, down and then starting to bounce. Same thing with ABC. Same thing with AT&T here. Really went down and then started to bounce very hard. T-Mobile, same thing, bouncing right off the 1000 SMA. That's a very good sign. You can see the last time it bounced off the 1000 SMA, it rose very high. So on T-Mobile, you could be looking to play calls, or you could be looking just to buy shares right now, because if it falls below that 1000, you could expect it to fall easily down to 78 levels or 80 levels very easily. So you're not going to lose too much if you go ahead and buy in now and then have a stop loss around 88 or 90 or 91 even. And if we just continue down my watch list here, and you can see everything is just up today. T-Mobile, like I said, it's bouncing right off the 1000 SMA. If we go down to Intel, you can see it's not bouncing off the 1000, but it's been down, and now it's up the past few days a lot. And then if we just continue down the line, Verizon, SPY, obviously, Netflix, BP, British Petroleum, that is, Leggett and Platt, CME, which is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, General Motors, Facebook, Twitter, BXMX, which follows like the S&P 500, which is a pretty decent dividend stock. You could have gotten very low on that one. The thing is, though, is that all these stocks, like I said, they're dead cat bouncing. So the thing is that they all look like they're double bottoming. So that's a very good sign for us right now, especially for calls. That means that these stocks have a very high potential rise, and I would definitely be looking at calls for the market. But like I said, we need to wait for confirmation, because all these stocks could head back towards their highs, but the thing is that you need to wait for confirmation for it to go above the 1000 SMA, or for it to break the high right here, or even break this level of like 3150 or 3200. Those are very high levels, and if they break those, expect a nice rise to like 3300, 3400 even. And if we switch to a long-term chart, you can see that the market bounced off the 1000 SMA a while ago, and right now it's bouncing off the 500 SMA, and you can see it's obviously bouncing right off of it. It came down and touched it, and now it's going right up. And the thing is, if it goes all the way back up, all these stocks will definitely hit their highs again, like Apple, Bank of America, and tech stocks. It's all just going to happen like that, and that's how it will happen if the market does go ahead and go back up. But the thing is like I said, you need to wait for the confirmation because it could come back up and then touch the 100 SMA and then go back down. And then that would be a very bad sign for the market because we could easily come back down towards the 1000 SMA level, which will be very tough for us to break, which will be like 2600, 2700 levels by that time. But the thing is that you have to wait for the confirmation before you get into these calls, because the thing is if you don't buy enough time, you could end up losing very significantly and very early and very quickly. So if you guys are looking for plays for tomorrow or for the rest of the week or anything, definitely wait for confirmation. Like I said, patience is your best friend. Always have patience. Definitely wait for confirmations, like I said, just like this, just like how these stocks go right through the 100 SMA, come down, touch them, and then rise, just like how it did right here. It came through, touched, and then went up. So if you would have waited for that touch today, waited for confirmation, then bought calls, you would have bought in really, really low and then got in on that spike and sold right before the market closed, and you would have gotten about 50% on some SPY calls today, which would have been a very nice turnaround for you. If you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.